No live performances on Saturday.
What about Conor now?
We got 3 title fights on Saturday and a stacked card full of nasty dudes. You know, this is the biggest, most stacked card we've ever done. When you have 3 title fights, there's only so much time in a pay-per-view window. We're just worried about the fights on Saturday night.
What about Conor now? Is he leg again? What happens? Does he get fined or?
You know, I'm expecting a good move, man, for this event. Listen, it is what it is. He's going to be a few minutes late. He's in the building right now. He'll be up here.
John Morgan, MMA Junkie. Dana, how do these conversations go, though, with Conor? I mean, you said in the past he's got to start learning to respect everybody's time and be on time. So how do these conversations go?
You got the what?
How do these conversations go with Conor when he's not on time? I mean, you're promoting the biggest event in company history. You don't have your biggest star. How do those conversations go with him?
He's going to be here. He'll be here. How do these conversations go? He'll be here. He's coming.
Hey Dana, Pimped-Out with WFAN, how you doing?
Hey.
You can see that the crowd is really into 205. Saturday can't come soon enough. You just announced 209 is going to be at Barclays in February. What's the likelihood, like Nevada is the home of UFC, but what about New York being like the secondary home for UFC?
To get in here. We're here. We said when we got here that obviously all the support we got from MSG, these guys have been fantastic since day one in helping us get here. We're going to go all over New York. We're going to go, the city. We're going to go out to Albany and Buffalo and Syracuse. We're going to travel all over New York. So yeah, we're going to be here a lot over the next couple of years.
Dana, right here in the back. I'm just curious if you can kind of put in perspective what you think this is going to do pay-per-view-wise. I know when we talked about Ronda's comeback fight, you said you thought it could be the biggest pay-per-view ever.
Yeah.
Given the fight you have in the main event and the 2 other title fights you have now, do you think that this pay-per-view could even remotely approach Mayweather and Pacquiao?
Well, obviously, the Mayweather-Pacquiao number is ridiculous. You know, that number was massive. Never seen anything like it. And he, obviously, first time in New York, and with such a sick card. I mean, the countdown show that we did the other night on Fox did 2.4 million viewers for a countdown show. Embedded the first episodes at like 1.3 million. The numbers are huge, so looking good.
Dana, right here. You mentioned coming to 209 in Brooklyn and coming back to all of the store. But Madison Square Garden has such an iconic history in combat fighting sports. When you do come to MSG, is the goal always going to be to put on a huge, significant event like this?
Yeah, well, we always try to put on the best events we can. Every time we do an event, it's all a matter of timing, who's injured, who's not, who's next, what's going on. There's a lot of factors that go into a card. But this build-up for New York's been so long and so big. And the first time at MSG, I just wanted to hit it out of the park for this one. And thank God, not only did everything stay together. We lost Rashad, and Tim Kennedy, but the card has pretty much stayed together, which lately is impressive for that to happen.
Conor is here! Hey, Conor! Conor is here! Conor!
Just don't give a fuck!
Ireland. What do you think about that?
I don't give a fuck what Eddie says. I don't give a fuck. The Irish are back. We've taken back control of New York City. I run New York City. I'm a fucking pimp. Now you get your mint. And without me, this whole fucking ship sink.
Just had a 5-round battle with Nate Diaz, a short turnaround. Are you ready for this?
Questions ready, Alvarez? Khabib said that he really hopes to win the fight. Do you have any ideas on what's next for you if you can beat Conor?
After I beat Conor, silence the culture in Ireland, I'm going to pick a lot of young look for me somewhere.
And Conor, I have a question for you. Is there any truth to the idea that you want to retire after this fight? You're going to take time off?
My mommy warming up. I'll take all them belts. I'll take all them belts over there.
Hey guys, questions for Conor. Conor, you're here, everybody's excited. Just curious, where were you? Why the lateness?
I operate on my time. I operate on my own time. And I'm running early on my time.
It's a huge event here at UFC 205. Prior to UFC 202, you said your legacy is set in stone after Jose crumbled. What does this fight mean for your legacy?
This just puts it even more in stone. A second belt, never been done. No one's even came close. No one's even attempted it. So that's it. My legacy. I'll be immortalized after this.
Questions for Eddie. Eddie, what's your reaction to Conor coming in and taking your belt? And also, are you aware that the belt that you took is actually Conor's?
He's a little bit on tilt. He's a bit flustered, you know. Conor looks distracted to me. I think Conor's having too think, and his girlfriend's not having kids. So you do have me feeling all that way.
Also, last question for Eddie. You've spoken about how you want to go in there and you want to expose Conor McGregor and show everybody the Santa Claus isn't real. Is a win enough for you in this fight, or are you looking to make a specific statement?
No, I came for an apology from him. I want an apology for saying my wife and kids. Suck these big Irish balls. I'm gonna give you a chance to apologize. You apologize to me. He's eating big artist balls all in your face. And it's done. And it's done.
Conor McGregor said that he wants all the belts on the table. You kind of gave him a bit of a look. Give us your reactions when you heard that. What went through your mind?
All the belts. All these belts?
Yeah, he pointed to the belts and said he'll take all the belts.
I think he's talking about Eddie's belt.
Conor, just to clarify, would you ever move up to welterweight and try and get a third belt if you could?
All the belts.
Conor, no response to that?
Hey, we punching a way different power in this weight division. Pack a lunch, brother.
Conor, if you can reiterate for us. I don't want to talk about the future too much, but you said at the initial press conference that they're going to need an army to get rid of the second belt. UFC continues to say that you're going to have to do something. Has there been further discussions about what you will do if you become a two-time champion?
I'll army up, and then I'll see what kind of army they bring, and then we'll go from there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay, and you also said recently that you're not very interested in fighting in Nevada anymore. Now that Pat Lundvall is no longer on the commission, A, are you sticking to that stance, and B, did you have anything to do with her leaving?
Just said the day after giving the biggest money man in Las Vegas history a fine that's going to keep him out. See, I don't know whether that is the reason why she got this sacked. I don't know, but look, let's see. Who knows? I fucking love this place. I know that.
Okay, a question for Eddie. You said not that long ago that when you were coming up, you had a board in your house about things that you dreamed of. Your family put up their favorite toys, a new kitchen. You wanted the $1 million fight. A, are you confident that you're going to get that in this fight? And B, what does this represent considering you've been dreaming about this moment for so long?
I'm glad to be at MSG, glad to be at home, glad to have the opponent I had in front of me. I'm blessed right now, I'm blessed, man. I'm at the top of the world.
Hey, Dana, Michael Lansford from TSN. Conor, I wanted to ask you, Dana got between the two of you, you grabbed the chair. It's easy.
Needed one. You fucking needed one, that's why.
Okay, so
you see me grab a chair?
I didn't see you grab a chair.
That's all I have.
Okay, hold on a second. So Conor, if Dana's not there, what are you going to do?
Not a fucking thing.
How you doing that then?
Bounce it off his fucking head.
Dana, I know the WWE has dealt with chair shots. Are they allowed?
Chair shot would be very bad. Woo! Very bad. Chair shot would be very
There's
bad.
no way to find me for that.
And how about you, Eddie? If he comes across, are you going to get it on right now?
Yeah, we're gonna fight. I came to New York to fight. We're gonna fight. Whenever he's ready, we're gonna fight.
Nobody's getting across.
Well,
I got my man.
I was about to say, you're a little late with your man there. Was that staged?
Conor!
Brian Campbell with ESPN.com. Look, Connor's got a lot of talk about the special announcement that they're teasing for Saturday night. Can you give us some
Conor!
Just buy that pay-per-view twice. I can tell you what the special announcement is if you guys want to know what it is. Conor, if you can't tell us about an announcement, bro, can you tell us about that quote? Gucci Mink, this is what confidence looks like. Serious, this is what big Irish balls look like.
Conor, we know you love New York. What have you been doing? Describe your typical day in New York. I know you're driving around in a Rolls Royce.
2 rolls. The second rolls came. We had 1 rolls custom made, and then the second rolls came today. 1 rolls for each gold belt. I've been just driving around embracing the city. The city has treated me amazingly. I walk out. I'm in my own little spot, and then the spot where they're all staying is empty. The fans are all outside my spot. So they've been showing me a lot of love. I've been driving around, having fun, training, shopping, just living my life, preparing for another contest. It's what I do. It's immaculate.
And what do you think that announcement's going to be?
Connor's having 2 kids, and his girlfriend is not having twins. So you guys do the math.
Ron here from WWP. Notorious Conor McGregor, Mr. Matt. What are you predicting for this fight? You knew it was coming.
I predict I rearrange his face. He's too easily hit. Through all the talk and through all everything else, he can be hit too easy. It's happened to him his whole career. And when you're talking about somebody with the precision I have, I'm gonna hit him. He's gonna fall. Maybe if his toughness holds up, he'll survive. But then his face will begin to be rearranged. So that's what I think.
One round, Conor.
Again, I think 1 round, if he can hold out and he can drag it into the trenches, I'll take my hat off to him, but he'll never be the same after if that is the case.
Isaac from WFA and see this sports radio. Once again, Dana, thank you for UFC to Madison Square Garden. UFC 209 is at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Assuming you keep your prediction, is there a possible Nate Diaz trilogy match at UFC 209?
Possibly, who knows? But I'm the most active guy up here, and that's a fact. Let's see.
All right, time. T Wood. What's up, man? Love what you've been doing in your community. Appreciate you putting on great fights. How do you expect the fight to go with Stephen Thompson?
Steve is a puzzle, man. We took a long time trying to figure out the puzzle. Brought in some great guys for training camp. I'm just excited to go out there, man, and put on a great show.
question for Eddie.
Go ahead, sir.
Eddie over here, Hammers.
Mark Monica from Newsday. You've been working with Mark Henry now. Tell me, what is it about it that's been clicking with him? What makes
I'm working with him a week. I'm working with him 2 weeks.
Look, Mark's the best coach in the game.
2 weeks of training with him.
This guy got 2 jiu-jitsu coaches. Nobody knows why. But Mark's the best in the game, bar none. No one's better. And on Saturday night, our preparation, our plan is set. The execution is upon you all. They're all about to see it.
What about the Black Zillions? What happened with them? Were they not good enough or what happened with that?
You know exactly where I'm at all times. You know where I am.
Then I'll tell you with the Black Zillions and then you're with this new guy and this new guy's the best guy. What happened to the last guy?
Yeah, tell them.
That's all I'm asking. What happened to the last guy? No?
John Kavanaugh, why you got 2 jiu-jitsu coaches?
Some money.
Why you got 2?
I have 1 jiu-jitsu coach.
You got 2 partners.
That's a
But I've
Kawali
been with my coach since day 1.
Exactly.
You've been with your coach 2 weeks.
Coach is an author. He's an author of a book.
Bestseller book, we do it all. It's a bestseller. And I learn, baby.
Go ahead, sir.
Question for Conor McGregor. Conor, you changed your preparations coming up to the Nate Diaz fight to go 5 rounds against Nate. You're saying this fight is going to be over in 1, possibly 2 rounds. How have you prepared for this fight? Will you be ready for 5 rounds if Eddie's up for it?
Yeah, of course. I certainly believe in my shots. I believe in everything I have here that I will put this man away. But I am prepared for the 5 rounds. I kind of hope it is 5 rounds because they've discussed the cardio as an advantage on his side when I completely disagree on that. So if he can make it into the trenches, we'll go there and we'll see. But I'm prepared for 5 rounds.
He gassed out. Hold the chair. You guys see it? He gassed out right over here 2 seconds ago.
Just one last
Gassed out.
Hey, that was me. I gassed out.
Just one last question, Conor. You got to hold the 2 belts there for a few minutes. How did that feel?
It felt very familiar. I've been thinking about champion a long time now. That's it. It felt familiar to me.
Hold on. Karen's not working. Go ahead. Try it again. There you go.
Karen Bryan from MMA H.E.A.T. Conor, I have a question for you. You know, you talk about the belief in yourself, the lack of doubt. Was there a moment in any of your fights in particular, though, that really sealed that for you? Was it maybe the second fight with Nate? Well, what was it? Was there one moment where you even surprised yourself and said, damn it, I'm better than I thought I was?
Hell no.
I looked in the mirror this morning. I was like, damn, I'm better than I thought I was last night. I don't know that. All these fights I learned and experiences from me. They're very, very enjoyable. I feel I learned. I'm very happy RDA pushed it out at the first one. I was supposed to get the second belt. I would have knocked him clean out, like I said. I'm very happy that I was taken on that detour with Diaz. I got to learn about myself. I got to evolve and go to that next level of my training and mental.
I would have the same question to you, Eddie. Is there a moment in your career, is there one fight in particular that you knew you could take it all the way?
I think every single fight you learn a little bit more about yourself as a champion. But I think it's when you get your belt taken away and you're no longer a champion. I think that's when you grow the most. That's when you find out the most about yourself. I've been a world champion. I've fought the best in the world. I've always learned, always grew.
And last question is both for Tyron and for Stephen. Tyron, you are, the other day it was about a 2-to-1 underdog in the fight. You're a man who knocked out Robbie Lawler. You are the champion. Are you surprised at all by the fact that you're the underdog in this fight? And Stephen, how do you feel about being the favorite?
Fights don't fall on paper, so Oscar said whatever you want. I've been the underdog 5 of my last 6 fights. I have the fastest finish in welterweight championship history. At the end of the day, 5 of my 6 victories have been my finish, so I'm just going out there to fight and make history.
Same thing, you know. I don't think about who's favored, who's not favored in the fight. I just go out there and focus on what I need to do out there Saturday night and try and put on a show for you guys out here. So I appreciate it.
I love you.
Darren from the Daily Telegraph. Question for Dana, first of all. Dana, obviously you know your boxing history, and Rocky Marciano, Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, all the guys that have fought here. Obviously Lorenzo's left the company now, and Mark Ratner worked so hard with you. Can you just put into context what it means to you on a personal level, what it means to that kind of phalanx of men you've worked with and the women to get this event here and finally be here?
Yeah, not just all the boxing events, but all the events, period. I mean, Madison Square Garden is probably the most famous arena on earth. And, to be here to hold the first event here. And like I said, when this goes down on Saturday night, when everybody starts walking in and the fights start to happen, it's going to be awesome. I rarely look around and take it in, because we're going 100 miles an hour, but you better believe I will on Saturday.
And you've had your own fight to beat, haven't you? So it means a lot more.
Yeah, well, the fight was ridiculous to get here. It's just, it should have never happened. But at the end of the day, it made it bigger. It made it a bigger event. It made it more special, and I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it at all.
And a question for Conor. Good afternoon, Conor. Looking fantastic in the mink. What does it mean to you? We've seen the Irish hordes, the brilliant fans that travel with you to Vegas all those times.
You're still here with me today, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Blown away. It keeps me coming here and showing up and putting on a performance for my fans.
Does it do something extra special to you? You've talked about the electricity that you felt just working out in here yesterday.
It ran him off the stage before I got here. It does a hell of a lot.
And how much does it give you that these guys drowned out your opposition in America? Thank you.
My opposition seems to be talking shit all the time, so I'm happy with it. Keep doing it.
I'm going to take 2 more questions. Go ahead, sir.
Question is for Conor. Conor, before you won the belt from Jose in December, you seemed to basically break him before the fight even happened mentally. How would you evaluate Eddie in the lead up to the fight, him sort of withstanding your own mental game?
Yeah, I feel he's damaged goods. I mean, his career, he's been damaged big time, but looking at him, he's aged. He looks a bit gaunt. Yeah, I'm very happy with it, but at the end of the day, we go in there and we fight, and the shots will land regardless of whether he's feeling good or feeling bad. And my shots do damage, and that's it.
And then, Eddie, you were supposed to be here 4 years ago. If not for some contractual issues, you were going to headline a UFC card for the lightweight title. Now that you're here 4 years later, what have you learned over the last 4 years, and how have the fights with Gilbert and with RDA and with Pettis helped you prepare for this fight with Conor?
I've always been the underground king of the sport. I've always been the UFC champion, whether I was here or not. It just was a matter of time before I got here, and I got this belt. No one's getting it from me.
Go ahead, buddy. Yeah.
Question for Conor, Carlos Contreras from Mexico City, from Milenio. Conor, if you manage to achieve your goal of having the 2 belts, and you said you're going for the whole belts in the table, would you like to go to the 170 next, or to defend 145 or 155?
Yeah, I'm trying to live in the moment right now. This is such a historic event. So much going on in the city, so much buzz. I mean, I'm just trying to enjoy it and embrace it. I'll get the 2nd world title, raise them up consecutively, enjoy the moment, and then we'll go from there.
Question for Eddie. Eddie, you've been the underdog pretty much in all your fights here in the UFC. How much is this fitting you, this hostility from the fans?
I love it. I'm actually